quick timeout.
It's not for well wishes. 11-11 to play here in the fourth. Constructed roster down in the French Quarter.
Yeah, they've done a great job, like you said, of roster construction and having guys that complement B.I. and also Zion Williamson.
We haven't mentioned another Pelican not playing. It is Herb Jones, an outstanding defender. Batum in the corner, good look at a three off the rim. Clippers just 7 for 32. Above the arc here this afternoon. 81-67. Pelicans have that momentum on a 56-31 advantage since the Clippers led back in the second quarter by 11. Williamson blocked, recovers, and lays it in. Zion Williamson, 21, 10, and 7 in 26 minutes.
One thing he hasn't lost is his ability to get back up quickly after a shot. He was in between two Clippers defenders, but then he bounced right back up, and here it is right here.
You know, it didn't look good last year. If you did not pay attention to the Pelicans, they were 2-14, 3-16 to start the year. We had those guys a couple of times, talked with Willie Green. He said it's just all about staying positive. That young man did an outstanding job last year on the sidelines for the Pelicans, got them into the playoffs, even won a couple of games. They were a tough team in that second half of last year. Powell looks inside to Zoo. Tough shot. Nance with the rebound. 83-67, largest lead of the game. Williamson tries to get around Kennard. Now they work it back out to Marshall for the three.
Well, but if you allow Williamson to get to his left hand, the deeper he gets against his own defense, you're just covering areas. And the quick passing gave up that open three.
Powell for three. It's good. Norman Powell, 3 threes, 18 points off the bench in 22 minutes. 86-70. Now they need stops and scores. It hasn't gone that easy here for the Clippers. Pelicans 3 for 5 to open up the fourth quarter, including hitting both threes.
Back to man-to-man right here with the Clippers.
Graham requesting the screen for Marshall. Instead lobs it to Nance. Backing down on Powell. Turns the corner, lowers the shoulder. Whistle, offensive foul. We're going the other way.
And I like that with Norman Powell. He kind of got underneath the taller Nance. And he's not comfortable in that time with the push-off. So good defensive job that time by Norman Powell.
Powell's been good on both sides of the ball. With 18 points. Let's do some roll call here for the Clippers. It is Wall, George, Kennard, Morris, and Powell. Kennard with only 4 shots. I'm not sure that's going to sit well with Ty Lue. Powell chased around by Hayes. Forces up the shot, drawing the contact. They're going to say it's not on the shot. And as you can literally see, Norman Powell is hopping mad.
Well, I mean, if the official calls the foul on a hold, then that's when, he called it right there. So before he went into his gather is where the foul got called.
So you're saying that Eric Dalen did a great job calling it.
He did. He called it early. You know, I wish he would have been the shooting foul up there.
Gets into the rim nevertheless. And John Wall, just his second basket, does have 6 assists off the bench in 17 minutes. 86-72, Pelicans out in front. Valanciunas posting on Kennard, gets some help from George. They work it back to Graham for a contested three off the window and in.
When you do everything right sometimes defensively to force your opponent to take a tough shot, which they did, but then we know this is a league of shot makers. I think Grant was able to kiss it off the glass on that one.
Morris sizes up his defender and Valanciunas stumbles, recovers for a mid-range. In and out. And C.J. McCollum has it for the Pelicans out in front. 89-72. Whistle foul away from the ball. Stops the clock with 8:11 to play in the fourth quarter. This is about as big of a lead as I think you can afford at this point in time. You need to get stops going forward.
You need to get consecutive stops, and you need to figure out ways to, I'm not going to say easy basket, but less contested shots for the Clippers, and they've been able to do that when they get into the quick offense off of stops, out in transition or their secondary break.
McCollum, too easy to the rim, and C.J. McCollum now with 20. Norman Powell. Kennard steps inside from 20, and the Pelicans will live with that. Kennard has made him pay a couple of times on that, but driving a sniper off the line for a long two is exactly what a coach would want in this day and age. But Kennard able to convert. He has 7 points, 5 rebounds. McCollum a contested 3. Kennard with a rebound, his 6th.
We need Paul right here to kind of get flowing. Now let's
5 rebounds. McCollum a contested 3. Kennard with a rebound, his 6th.
We need Paul right here to kind of get flowing. Not necessarily if he can knock in a couple shots, but if he can make some plays too for his teammates.
That's too hot for Morris, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 14.
And Paul just doesn't seem in rhythm in regards to his flow. He's been off balance on some shots. He's made some tough shots at his flow. He's been off balance.
Ty Lue was out before the game. Ty Lue was turnovers, and Ty Lue took great offense to it. He said, well, we're running every time we turn it over, so ask PG about that. Might be running tomorrow. Monster Tacos are back.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Now, what has happened, Jim, as he has perspired through the game? The perspiration has basically washed out his high shine, high hold, fiber that he probably put maybe some pomade in there. He did not reapply at halftime, and that's what he's having. But Jonas Valanciunas can do whatever he wants, if you ask this reporter. 11 for him. Morris for a straight-on 3. Powell gets the long rebound. Backs down on McCollum. Whips it inside to Morris. Hit off his horse by Jackson Hayes, and then helped to his feet by the youngster.
Well, can I make a comparison? Then back in the day when dudes would have a Jerry curl, they'll spice it up real quick, and then maybe it dries out as the day goes on. It's a very similar product. You see what I'm saying? Product.
No, I'm listening to you. I have not had much experience with a Jerry curl.
Yeah, that's the product getting your eyes, man. You can't see.
Oh, there we go. 92 to 77. Clippers have a long way to go. Time becoming the enemy here with 6.5 to play in the game.
And Paul squared that one up. Finally got his shoulders square, feet up underneath him. Able to knock it in. But like you said, time is not on the Clippers side. But as we've seen also too, 15 points. If you can get this down to 7 or 8 with about 3 minutes to go, now you have a manageable deficit that you can deal with. I think you have to get it to that point by the 3-minute mark.
We know it is in their DNA. Is that going to reveal itself here this afternoon? It's going to have to. The Pelicans playing without Brandon Ingram and Herb Jones. Clippers, of course, without Kawhi Leonard. McCollum. George there to beat it below the bucket. They find Marshall. Whips into Williamson. Juggles, but able to recover. Not going to get off a shot. Great defense there by the Clippers.
It is, and I saw anticipation of where the ball was going. A little bit more communication, a little bit more finger pointing by the Clippers to get to the spots. Hence, you were able to have a positive defensive possession.
15-point advantage midway through this fourth quarter for the Pelicans. Wall accelerates down the lane, draws the contact. They'll go to the line for 2.
That's just a smart play by John Wall.
4 games, 15, 17, 12, and 17. So not the prolific game that we've been used to seeing from Wall as we get a quick word from Kia.
Stay tuned for more from the Pelicans and the Clippers. Like and subscribe.